to the new session of our Geography online class. Today we are continuing with the same lesson, Chapter 2, the Physical Features of India. But before starting the lesson, I have to tell some important information to you. And my dear children, how did you write your exam? Did you prepare for the exam? Because I am asking this question because I am not satisfied with your mark. Some of you have scored nice mark and some of you have studied that question and answer and wrote the exams. But some of your exams are or marks are not in good. And whatever it be, you should prepare for the exam and take it as very serious one and attend the exams. Okay? The next thing I want to tell, very important thing, you have to note down all these points in your book. As per the CBSE plan or CBSE curriculum, we have to do one project. Project for this year from the social science is from disaster management. As you know that we are living in a disaster prone areas. That's why CBSE has included a special topic in the curriculum of senior secondary schools. Okay, and according to this plan, you should learn one more topic, disaster management. And it will not be coming for the exam anyhow. You have to write the projects based on this topic. And your topic for this year's project is, you just write down, what is disaster? What are the different types of disasters? And what is disaster management? And you explain any two disasters, write the causes and the mitigation measures. Now you can collect the lots of information from the newspapers and other medias. That means some of these neighboring areas and suffered with floods and other problems. That's why you should collect all these information and make a list or make a note on all these problems. You give importance to these 4 important factors. Dear children, listen very carefully. Your project should contain all these points what I have mentioned. In the very first page, you can write the topic. That means you can write in the middle part of that sheet, you take the A4 sheet paper and the middle part you write the project on disaster management. Is it okay? And down you write the same page your name, class, name and class. That is enough. In the very first page, in the middle section you write the topic, project on disaster management. Below you can write these 2 informations you can give. One is your name and the second one is your class. Is it okay? Dear children, the next is second page. Second page you can write index. That means you write the subtopic on the top, index. And below you write the subtopic that already I have given to you and its page numbers. Suppose the first subtopic is disaster and you write it disaster, page number 2. Next is different types of disaster, page number 3. Like that way you have to mention all the subtopic and their pages in the second page. Is it okay? And the next subtopic is disaster management. There you write or define the term disaster management. That means disaster management is a set of activities which help us to reduce the risk of disasters. Like that way you should define the term disaster management. Besides that, you can write the different stages of disaster management. Okay, what are the different stages of disaster management and define each stage. That also you can include in the same page. The next page, you choose any 2 disasters. Suppose if you choose flood, you write a few sentences about flood. The next, what are the causes of flood should be explained and how to reduce the problems or risk of disasters, or how to mitigate. Mitigate means solve the problems. mitigation measures. You can write, or you can also write in the same page. Okay, like that way you should take two disasters and explain that disasters. You can make the pictures, place the pictures also, and clear that point very clearly. The next page, you can write the last page, you can write the conclusion. You write a conclusion about this particular topic. Okay, then a small paragraph is enough. Okay, and then make it all this in the proper way and keep it with you. I'll tell the date. On that date you should inform, or you should send that detail, this project report, to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, now I hope that everything is clear. Okay, now we can go to that topic. Okay, a small topic is remaining, last topic is remaining in the same chapter. The second chapter, physical features of India, that we can explain now. Okay. Dear children, let us start the first topic. That is Great Indian Desert. We have already discussed the physiographical division, Himalayan mountains, Northern Plain, Peninsular Plateau. 3 divisions we discussed, we studied. Then fourth one is the Indian Desert, Great Indian Desert. Nothing is to mention more because everyone knows the position and location of Indian Desert. Indian Desert lies in the western side of the Peninsular Plateau, which consists vast areas of Rajasthan, some part of Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat regions. And then what is the important feature of these desertic areas of India? Important feature of desertic area, as you know that desertic areas or Indian desert, that means Thar desert region, has sandy soil. The land is plain and flat, sandy soil, saline soil is found. The sand is or soil is so thin and dry, hot soil is found in these areas. And this area, as you know that this area receives very low rainfall and extreme climatical condition. It is too hot. That's why vegetation found in this area is also very less. Only cactus, bushes and shrubs are found in these areas. Okay, and the big trees are only found in the oasis areas where water is available. And because of the nature of this soil, hot soil, when the wind blows, wind takes the soil and get deposited in some other place. That's why you can see that many sand dunes, these sand dunes are berkens, are called as berkens or sand dunes found in these areas. Okay, and then vegetation is very less in these areas, and then streams are less. One of the most important river found in this Indian desert is river Luni. Luni is the river that you may keep in your mind. All other points what I have just mentioned you can write in your own words in your notebook. Is it okay? Indian desert lies in the western side of the Peninsular Plateau region. Okay, it has dry climate, it has extreme climate, hot climate, soil is sandy or saline, thin soil, vegetation is less, climate or that means rainfall is very less. Okay, and river is the Luni. Is it okay that you study? The next topic is the coastal plain. Next physiographical division is coastal plain. And dear students, as we have studied that India has a long coastal plain. Extends from West Gujarat to Tamil Nadu, eastern side from Tamil Nadu to Odisha or West Bengal. That means it is about 7,516 kilometers, what we learned in the first chapter. This vast coastal plain has 2 divisions. It's very clear that the western coastal line lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. The eastern coastal lines lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Okay, the western coastal line lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Eastern coastal line lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Okay, and then as we discussed that many of the rivers of India, that means the rivers originating from Peninsular Plateau region, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, many of the rivers rising from have their origin from Western Ghats. That's why river originated from the western region, flowed towards the eastern side and drained into the Bay of Bengal. That's why western coast is less fertile and it is very narrow. But at the same time, eastern coastal plain is wide and level. It is fertile than the western coastal plain. Is it okay? And the next is western coastal plain. From Gujarat to Tamil Nadu, western coastal plain has 3 divisions. The northern part of the western coastal plain, that means Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa region, it is known as Konkan coast. You might have heard about Konkan railway, Konkan coast. The middle part is Karnataka region. Middle part is known as Kannada coast. And the southern part, of course, everyone knows that it is Malabar coast. That means it is 3 divisions, Konkan coast, Kannada coast and Malabar coast. The next is eastern coastal plain. Eastern coastal plain lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. And it is wide and level. It is fertile than the western coastal plain because the river originates from the Western Ghats, deposit their sediments on the eastern side, makes the coastal plain very fertile. Okay, and it has 2 divisions. The northern part of the eastern coastal plain is called as Northern Sircar. Northern Sircar, and southern part of the eastern coastal plain is called as Coromandel coast. It has 2 divisions, Northern Sircar and Coromandel coast. Is it okay? Study this in detail. Read your textbook. That is the next one. Read your textbook properly and after that you write the question and answers. And the last physiographical division is the island groups. Nothing is to mention. You should study or you already learned which are the 2 island groups of India. India has 2 island groups. They are Andaman Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. Andaman lies in the southwestern side of India in the Arabian Sea. Southwestern side of India in the Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep Island, and southeastern side of India in the Bay of Bengal, that is Andaman. Okay, these 2 island groups also you should learn. Some more points are there in the textbook that you read it and make it clear. Okay, and read the textbook again, and I am reminding you, read the textbook and prepare for the exams too, past test also. Okay, and let us summarize the points, important areas, question and answers again. The first question what we have discussed is, give a short note on Indian deserts. The answer, the Indian desert lies towards the western margins of Aravalli Hills. The second point, it is an undulating sandy plain covered with sand dunes. Third point, this region receives very low rainfall, below 150 mm per year. Fourth point, it has arid climate with low vegetation cover. Fifth point, Luni is the only large river in this region. The last point, Barkhans, the crescent-shaped sand dunes cover large areas of Indian desert. Second question, differentiate between western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. The answer, western coastal plain. First point, western coastal plain lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Second point, it is a narrow plain and less fertile. Third point, it consists of 3 sections. First, the northern part of the coast is known as Konkan coast. The central stretch is called the Kannada coast and the southern stretch is referred as Malabar coast. The next, eastern coastal plain. The first point, the eastern coast lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Second point, the eastern coast is wide and level. Third point, it is very fertile. It has two divisions. First one, the northern part is referred as Northern Sircar. The southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. Fifth point, Lake Chilika, the largest saltwater lake in India, is an important feature along the eastern coast. Synopsis or main points what you should include in your project. The first, what are disasters? Second topic, different types of disasters should be explained with example. The third subtopic is what is disaster management? Fourth one, how to reduce the risk of disasters. The last topic you should include in your project is write a note on any two disasters and its mitigation methods. Dear children, based on these 5 important topics, you can make your project and keep it with you. And your project should be handwritten. It should be written neatly and legibly. Thank you.